Hello and welcome to today's video training, 7 steps to finally quit your day job and start working from home full-time. I'm so glad you could make it. So what are you going to learn today? We are going to go over 3 reasons why you haven't quit your day job just yet, 7 steps you need to take if you want to finally quit your day job and start working at home full-time, plus how you can make that leap in just 3 months. But before we get into that, I just wanted to take a minute to introduce myself. Hi, I'm Sagan, a writer with over 10 years experience as a blogger and freelance copywriter, editor, and social media manager. About 10 years ago, I attempted to be a full-time freelancer, but suffice it to say that I was not prepared for it. I made a lot of mistakes, so I accepted the first 9-to-5 job that I was offered. But I really loved being my own boss and doing freelance work for clients, so I continued freelancing part-time for the next few years while I worked at my 9-to-5 job. That is, I kept working there at my 9-to-5 job until I got to the point where I was sick of it. I was tired of feeling underappreciated by my boss. I was tired of not being able to have the freedom and the flexibility to work at my most productive, creative times of day. And I was tired of working in a windowless basement, not getting the chance to take on projects I really cared about. So what did I do? I created a plan of action. I set a plan in motion for myself so that in spring of 2014, I made the leap to working from home full-time as my own boss, and I've never looked back. A few years ago, after getting so many questions from other freelancers who wanted to quit their day jobs and start their own successful, profitable businesses, I began teaching on the side to pass on what I've learned over the years to them, my strategies for success, and the mistakes I've made so that you don't have to make the same ones that I did. Nowadays, freelancing is still something I do every week, but helping you, other solopreneurs trying to make it on your own, is something that I am so passionate about. And that's what brings us here today. So let's dive right into the training on how you can take the leap and say goodbye to your 9-to-5 just like I did. Okay, so there are probably 3 main reasons for why you haven't quit your day job just yet. You don't have enough money to feel comfortable going it on your own. You don't feel like you have enough time to get your business up and running yet. Or you have fears and insecurities that are holding you back from taking a leap. And all of that is okay. It's okay to be afraid. It's okay to be concerned about time and financial constraints. What we're going to explore today is how you can quit your job regardless of those obstacles. Now, what are the solutions to these problems? If you feel like you don't have enough money, then you'll want to build your freelance business before quitting your day job. If you feel like you don't have enough time, then what you need to do is to be really strategic in every action that you take to have a very successful transition out of your 9-to-5 and into working from home full-time. And if you have fears and insecurities that you're dealing with, then the really great thing to do is to identify the root cause of them, which is going to help you manage that and navigate them so much more easily. And we're going to get back to this towards the end of our video training. Okay, so now that we've gone over the 3 reasons why you haven't quit your day job just yet, now let's dive into the 7 steps to finally quit your day job and start working from home full-time. Okay, step 1 is to choose the type of business that you will have. So here are a list of the types of questions that you're going to want to ask yourself if you're not really sure what your business is going to look like, if you're not sure what types of services you want to offer and what kind of freelance business you want to have. So you'll want to ask yourself, you'll want to ask, what do you enjoy doing? How can you turn that idea into a profitable venture? So take what you really like to do and get creative with it. Maybe think outside the box into how you can actually make money from it. It's very important to choose a business that you enjoy doing, something that you really love to do, because you will be putting a lot of time and energy and effort into it. So you're going to make sure that it's going to be something that you very much enjoy. Then you're going to look at what steps do you need to take to get from where you are currently at right now toward turning this idea of yours into a viable career option. So really playing with it, exploring it. You're also going to want to ask what types of services you're going to offer within your business. It's very important. And what sets you apart from others, right? So what makes you kind of special? What makes your freelance business a little bit different? Why would someone want to hire you rather than someone else? You're going to want to ask yourself all of these types of questions. So that's step one. Step two is to really understand why you are doing all of this. So you're going to look at, why is it that you want to be a business owner? Why do you want to work from home full-time? Why do you want to offer one service compared to another? And why do you want to work with a particular client compared to another? I know how tempting it is to skip this step because it feels wishy-washy, right? Asking yourself why is something that you keep on hearing you need to do. It feels kind of wishy-washy. It feels like it's not very actionable. But here's the thing. Your why matters because it leads to the how, okay? If you don't know your why, then you're not going to get to your how. Understanding your why matters because it's what leads to your actionable how. When you know why you want to be your own boss, why you want to quit your day job or work from home full-time and so on, then you're going to be that much more prepared for putting together your business plan with confidence and with ease. Which leads us to our next step. Step number 3, outline your business plan. So your business plan can include many different things, including your mission statement and vision for your business, the goals that you want to achieve, your ideal client profile, right? So who you are serving, and a marketing strategy for actually getting your services out there and connecting with those people, plus an outline of the breakdown of what services you're going to be offering and a pricing strategy. This is very important to do because your business plan will steer the ship of your business, okay? Your business plan is something that you absolutely need to have with your business, and it can be a very organic and living document. It's going to change as you change, but having that in place, having a business plan is going to provide you with the direction you need when we move on to step number 4, which is to set weekly goals for yourself. Okay, so here, let's say that you want to quit your job 3 months from now. Okay, so in that case, we're going to work backward from that 3-month goal to create weekly goals. So what do you need to do each week to get to that 3-month point? So you want to break that down. You want to work backwards here. And from there, you're going to see that your daily tasks are going to be in alignment with those weekly goals, right? So everything that you do is going to be very strategic and actionable towards those goals. I really like setting these weekly goals because it very much focuses your energy and your time, and it reduces overwhelm. So it's a great way to save a lot of time because you're being so strategic, and it takes away all that overwhelm because you don't have to run around thinking about all the things that you have to do. You can just focus on that particular task at hand, that goal at hand, accomplish it, and then move on to the next one next week. Okay? Now, once we've done this, once we have set our weekly goals, then we can move on to step 5, which is to create your personal timeline of action. So here, we're really looking at your daily and weekly tasks that you need to complete over your transition period of quitting your day job to working from home full time. So you can see here I've got a couple of images of what those calendars could look like. You want to have something every day or every other day. I like doing a 3-month version or a 6-month version of this, but really, this is your personal timeline of action. So it can be adjusted to whatever feels good for you, whatever's a good fit for your personal situation, your lifestyle. I really like to think of this personal timeline of action kind of like a task list in calendar form, right? So you're organizing everything that you need to do from now until you are working from home full time, and you're organizing it into a calendar. So you're figuring out what needs to get done first, what do you need to do in order to do something else later on down the line. You're organizing it in such a way that it's just a no-brainer. Every single day you can just take a look at your calendar and see what you have set to do for that day. So again, this is a really great way to save yourself time and energy. And it also is wonderful for building confidence because you already know what you have to do. You don't have to feel overwhelmed or insecure. You can really just keep on moving forward, which is so important. Now, I also want to note here that steps 4 and 5 can be done interchangeably. So you can set your weekly goals and then create a personal timeline of action, or you can do the reverse. It really depends on how your brain works as to what makes more sense for you, if you prefer to work backwards or forwards. So here, with steps 4 and then 5, we worked backwards by breaking down our goals into the smaller tasks, figuring out the 12 weekly goals, and then breaking each one of those weekly goals into smaller tasks that you would do each day. But, you could totally do it the other way around if you wish. Okay, moving along to step 6, which is find work and get clients. So this is a very important thing. If you want to quit your day job and start working from home full time, you will want to have that base of clients, right? So you can kind of think of this as a trial run of working on your business. So you can see what works, what doesn't work, all of that kind of thing, how you like your services that you're offering, all of that. It's also going to help you with more effective client communication because you'll already have that experience with experimenting and working with clients. And it will enable you to see what needs to change with your business so that you aren't just jumping into the deep end 3 months from now and starting to work from home full time without any kind of base for your business. You're already going to have that level of experience thus far, and that knowledge of what has been working so far, and maybe what you need to kind of tweak to suit your particular needs. And of course, once you start getting clients, that's also going to improve your skill set, right? It's going to improve your skills at managing your business, at working, as your own boss, managing yourself, and also improving your skill set in the services that you offer. So that's going to also boost your confidence, which is kind of a nice side piece of that. And it's going to bring in an income, right? So if you are worried about the financial side of things with working from home full time, well, doing this before you've quit your day job is going to supplement your existing income so that you can have a little bit of a financial buffer there. Okay. So the final step in all of this is to prepare yourself for working from home full time. Now, at the beginning of this video training, I shared how I tried and failed to work from home full time about 10 years ago. A large part of the reason why is because I didn't have a couple of these types of things in place. Plus I was scared, which we'll get to in a minute, but I really want to highlight the importance of this, of preparing yourself for your new work at home life. This is a step that a lot of people skip, and it ends up becoming a stumbling block later on, and it can be a part of the reason why they go back to working at a 9-to-5 job. So the types of things that you'll want to do for preparing to be your own boss are planning your daily work from home schedule, right? So you'll want to have some kind of a schedule in place, just like if you worked at a 9-to-5 job. You'll also want to set up your home office. You definitely need a dedicated space to work on your business when you are at home. And distraction free, right? And then the last piece here that I've got is get contingency plans into place. And this is super important, having those backup plans in case things don't work out quite as planned. So that's going to be a great way to, know what you will do if things don't work out the way you want them to, and also to, again, improve your confidence, help get past the fear and the overwhelm when you have contingency plans in place. Okay, so to recap, the 7 steps that you need to take to quit your day job and start working from home full-time. Step 1, choose what type of business to have. Step 2, understand your why, because your why leads to your how. Step 3, outline your business plan. Step 4, set weekly goals for yourself. Step 5, create your personal timeline of action, so those daily tasks that come out of your weekly goals. Step 6, find work and start getting clients, bringing in an income. And step 7, prepare for your new work-at-home life. Okay, so now that you know the 7 steps that you need to take, how can you actually put all of this together? I've got you covered. You can swipe my strategies and use them for yourself. So what I've created is a step-by-step 3-month program to help you make a smooth, seamless transition out of your day job and into working from home full-time. Because I know how hard it can be. I know how overwhelming it can be. I know how scary it can be. But it doesn't need to be like that. You don't have to do it alone. You don't have to figure out all of this on your own. The Goodbye 9to5 Masterclass has everything you need to make the transition work for you. So if you want to discover your perfect business idea, have the freedom and flexibility to be your own boss, learn how to get past the fear and the overwhelm, start working from home like the boss you are, and quit your day job for good within the next 3 months, then Goodbye 9to5 is right for you. In Goodbye 9to5, we do a deep dive into each of the 7 steps that we went over during this video training. Now that you know the basics of what goes into making the transition from cubicle life to working at home full-time, and I'll show you exactly how we can effectively implement all of that right alongside you when you enroll in the masterclass. So here, Lauren said that Goodbye 9to5 has enabled me to start to set concrete income and time goals to begin my freelance career rather than spend more weeks researching, reading, and feeling inspired but unable to take action. Thanks to your course, I'm ready to do as well as dream. If that sounds like you, if you also spend a lot of time researching or thinking about quitting your day job, but you are feeling unable to actually take action, if you're really struggling to take action on making that leap, then you are going to get a ton out of Goodbye 9to5. I want to take a moment to step back and refer back to something that we talked about at the very beginning of this video training. So remember when we looked at the top 3 reasons for why you haven't quit your day job just yet and the solutions for each of them? Well, this is where Goodbye 9to5 can solve all those problems for you. In Goodbye 9to5, I teach you how to build your freelance business before you quit your day job so that you can already be bringing in an income and you don't have to worry about financial insecurity. I teach you how to be super strategic with all of your plans and how to take action on them so that you can save time throughout this process of quitting your day job and make it a really successful transition. And I teach you how to get past the fears and insecurities you might be feeling so that you can say goodbye to your 9to5 job and hello to working from home full-time with confidence. Goodbye 9to5 really removes the guesswork from the equation. So Sarita went through this program and here's what she has to say. I love that Sagan's teaching style is very easygoing but realistic. I liked seeing examples, especially for the daily schedule and 3-month plan. The whole course is a fantastic general overview of what you should do in those first 3 months. Goodbye 9to5 helped calm my anxieties. I was so happy to have figured out how to really get to where I needed to be over the 3-month period and take the guesswork out as well as the worry. This course has been an amazing help. This course really helped me to figure out a step-by-step plan to quit my day job. I didn't like my job and I knew I could make money as a blogger and or virtual assistant, but I didn't really know how to set myself up properly in order to do that. This course gave me so much direction, and Sagan has helped me with personal advice and feedback along the way. Goodbye 9 to 5 is very practical and gave me concrete answers for the help I needed. Sagan helped me develop the confidence I needed to take risks and really go for it. I needed someone to tell me exactly what I would need to do to go full-time, and this course did exactly that. So, what do you actually get in the Goodbye 9 to 5 Masterclass? Well, this is a video training and it's complete with word-for-word transcripts, so if you prefer reading to watching videos, then you can absolutely do that. And your 3-month transition from your day job to working from home full-time is broken down into 3 sections: the planning phase, the action phase, and the preparation phase. So in the planning phase, we are going to go over how to figure out what kind of business is right for you, your perfect business idea. We're going to outline your business plan together, create your personal timeline of action, and I also have a walkthrough of a sample plan of action in that course. Module 2, the action phase, is all about how to stay organized and on track as you're going through this process. We go over, finding work, brushing up on your skills, requesting testimonials, and creating your business services webpage. And then in that third module, that last sort of phase of transitioning is the preparation phase, where we are going to go over, planning what your daily work from home schedule is going to look like, setting up your home office, putting together your contingency plans, all of those pieces. And then module 4 includes the next steps, a 6-month model, tips on setting a timeline, how you can manage your fear and anxiety, all of that kind of thing. And this is a self-paced program, so you can go at it completely at your own pace. So if you want to do more of the 3-month model or the 6-month model, you're going to get all the tools that you need to make that happen, to do this on your own. And I also have a ton of amazing bonus materials in there, including a couple of sample calendars of action showing what your 3-month plan could look like, daily schedule examples, swipe copy, a home office checklist, workbook, and more. Goodbye 9 to 5 is one of my best loved courses from freelancers in my programs, in all of my different courses. People love Goodbye 9 to 5. So Hannah here says, Sagan's teaching style is great. She's very easygoing and friendly. The Goodbye 9 to 5 masterclass helped me create my plan of action and set reasonable goals for myself. After completing this course, I can finally kick my butt into gear and get the ball rolling. Having this timeline broken down and actionable steps to take has helped me wrap my head around all I need to do. My goals feel so much more attainable now, and things are moving more quickly than I expected. And Debbie here says, Goodbye 9 to 5 has been really good in giving me the focus and direction I need in my very busy life to prepare for the new change of direction and purpose in my career. And my youngest son, who is 5, is very excited I'm now able to take him to school and pick him up every day. The pace, clarity, and direction of this masterclass has been perfect in providing the 3-month timeline, but also with no pressure if the plan takes a little longer due to other commitments. Goodbye 9 to 5 really makes you think on a deeper level what you plan to do both currently and how you see yourself and your goals in 3 years. I hadn't even thought that far ahead, so it really brought into focus not just what I'm working towards for now, but also for the future, and the future is looking good. I feel very prepared thanks to this masterclass. Goodbye 9 to 5 enabled me to lay down strong groundwork in building my business. Ready to quit your 9 to 5 job and start working from home full-time? Let's get started. Click the button below to enroll now, and I will see you on the inside.